Hey, pet pals. Welcome to the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Now, we are so doggone lucky. That is because our special guest today is one of the top veterinarians in the country and a great author to boot.
Mhm.
She's on a mission to help people of all ages, even kids, learn how they, in their own ways, can be possum pet advocates. She's here also to talk about her latest must get book. It is called A Dog Named 647. I got you curious as a cat right now, don't I? Don't I? So at this time, please give pause and applause to Dr. Nancy K. Welcome, welcome, Dr. Nancy.
Thank you, Arden. I'm so happy to be here.
You know, we've been in the pet world, both of us, a few decades or two or three, and
Yes,
this is our first time that we got to at least meet via Zoom. But I've always admired who you are and what you do. And
thank you.
humbly, she's not going to say this, guys, but there's some big awards that in the veterinary field that veterinarians may be honored with. And one is the Leo Bustad Companion Animal Veterinarian of the Year. And this one's a big one, the Hills Annual Animal Welfare and Humane Ethics Award. So medicine and ethics, not a bad double win, Dr. Nancy.
Thank you.
So that's all you're going to say. I mean, that's a big deal. What's your thoughts? I mean, you know, when they have the Emmys and the Oscars, they can never get the celebrities off stage.
I think it speaks to the fact that I love what I do. I have always loved what I do. And of course, I love animals. I believe that I emerged from the womb loving animals. And what I found after practicing for a few years is what I super loved was helping give people peace of mind in terms of taking care of their pets.
That
And
is a great gal. Her name is Dr. Nancy K. She is a veterinarian. Yeah, put that DVM at the end of her name. But she also has written not one, not two, but three books, maybe even more. And I guess your heart beats dog, cat, and other critters, right?
yes, yes, for sure. And I'm pretty passionate about horses too.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. So she is a naysayer in a good way.
Good one.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. What I love and why I'm so glad you're on our show today, we could talk for hours about all the things that you've done, but we need to reach what's going on. And that is you are here to help us shine a light on puppy mills.
Mhm.
I don't like that, puppy mills. And you did it in a very creative way. And the book, A Dog Named 647, is actually a novel. And I'm going to have her fill in the blanks, but you brought out your inner preteen in this. I mean, I'm reading the dialogue between the main characters, Mia and Cassie, and I'm like, Dr. Nancy, did you just do a Freaky Friday with fur?
That's funny. That's super funny. My first exposure to puppy mills was as a practicing veterinarian. And I would see from time to time puppies that were recently purchased and brought in horribly sick with an infectious disease or a congenital disease, which means a birth defect. And the puppy just came into the people's home.
Yeah.
They picked it up at the airport, or they were met with the puppy halfway to where the kennel is. And oftentimes what these puppies have isn't fixable. Or if it is fixable, it's going to be at great expense. And the people are devastated.
Yeah.
And it turns out that they retrospectively figured out that they purchased their puppy from a puppy mill, which is a large scale commercial breeding facility. I call it factory farming of puppies.
Yes.
Because what it really is profit is prioritized over the well-being, physical and psychological well-being of the dogs. And these
Well, you
puppy
gave
mills,
some numbers about how many puppies are sold every year, and about how many puppy mills are there in the country?
There's estimated to be, and it's an estimate because a
Right.
lot of puppy mills are not licensed in the United States through the USDA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's estimated that there are 10,000 puppy mills scattered across the United States. Arden, can you guess which state has the most dense population of puppy mills?
Well, I read your book, so I know. So I'm going to let you just show me.
Missouri. It's Missouri. And these
Wow.
10,000 puppy mills produce approximately 26 million puppies a year
Oh my
that
gosh.
either go to pet stores across the country. About 95% of pet store puppies are from puppy mills, and they're also sold online. And this really makes the task of avoiding a puppy mill purchase so simple. There's
Okay.
only two things you have to do. One, never purchase a puppy from a pet store. And
Right.
two, never purchase a puppy online without going to the kennel, touring the kennel, and meeting the mama dog. Most puppy mill
Right.
breeders won't let you come anywhere near their facility because they have too much to hide. So if you can't go visit the kennel, forget about it. No matter how great the websites look, because a lot of
Yeah.
puppy mills have websites that are complete shams. The problem is that people fall in love with a photo of a puppy online and they keep going with it. And I say, don't, if you go onto a breeder's website and there are dozens of puppies for sale,
No. Well, and that,
responsible,
yeah.
go ahead.
And let's jump in because there are reputable dog breeders out there work with veterinarians and veterinary geneticists and others
Yes.
to maintain the health of a line. And I think there's like over 200 recognized dog breeds by the American Kennel Club.
Uh-huh.
So I think you're making a clear distinction, right?
Absolutely. A responsible or a reputable breeder is someone who really wants to enhance the quality of the breed. They're not going to take their show poodle and mix it up with a Bernese Mountain Dog.
No.
They're not going to do that. And they will insist that you come to their kennel because guess what? They have more questions for you than you have for them. And they may not have puppies available. They may breed only 2 litters a year, in which case they'll probably refer you to another responsible breeder or say, get on the waiting list for next year. So it's really so simple. Can you visit the kennel? If the
Yes.
answer is yes, go visit. If the answer is no, please walk away because this is a matter of supply and demand. And if we back off in the demand department, guess what? Puppy millers are going to go out of business. That's right. That's
That's right.
exactly right.
So instead of being like a preachy tone that you could have done in a blog or put in a book, you got this creative juice in your brain and said, I'm going to channel my inner preteen and get the message out through a character named Mia in a book called A Dog Named 647. When did that
Well,
all happen? When were you
Arden, I
sipping on
didn't.
a latte? What was going on?
No. I spent a couple of years getting to that point. Here's why I wrote the book. I've been disillusioned what adult generations have done in terms of stopping puppy mills. I just am not a patient person, and I don't want to spend a year or two on legislation that's going to increase cage size by 2 inches. Um, and then I remember being very inspired by Greta Thunberg.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
this
And
young
tell the
climate.
two people on the planet who she is that don't know her.
She is no longer a kid, but she was a kid when she became a very vocal, well known climate activist. And I was so impressed by her. And I thought, well, this is it. We need to take the puppy mill lessons to kids because middle grade kids, they're just developing this burgeoning awareness of social issues out in the world. They're kind of looking outside of themselves and their friends and saying,
Right.
oh, they're recognizing social issues. So, Arden, as you know, I'm a nonfiction writer for the most part. My previous books have been nonfiction.
Well, wait a minute. This is where you're going to love me, author to author. Everybody ready? Um, I have it right here in my notes. Before that, she did a book, which is a great book. It's called Speaking for Spot, and it was is an Amazon bestseller. Lots of wins. Probably not a new car, but you got lots of things to dust. And then your dog's best health. And did I get it right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a dozen reasonable things to expect from your vet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
And
get back to
so
this. So in
I
preteen
said,
years,
I'm
they're kind of getting ready to not be a look at myself. They're kind of looking now at the world.
exactly. So I sat down and wrote a nonfiction book about puppy mills for middle graders.
Wow. That's
And
brilliant.
I did about 3 or 4 iterations,
Hmm.
spent a lot of time on it. And at the end of each iteration, I said, man, if I were a middle grader, there's no way I would read this book.
So
It's
what'd you
just,
do?
I pivoted and I decided I need to write fiction. And I wrote some fiction when I was in high school.
Yeah.
As you might imagine, writing fiction is a big learning curve.
Yes.
And I literally spent years learning the craft of writing fiction. I took classes, I did seminars. I have been participating for years in 2 writers' critique groups who
Good.
write children's fiction. And I went through several revisions of my fiction, the novel, A Dog Named 647. And I would have an editor look and tell me, it really needs major revisions. And each
Hmm.
time I just put the book aside and felt like I can't do this. And then I would recall the look on a particular dachshund's face. I went undercover into puppy mills
Yep.
and also attended a dog auction undercover. It took everything in my power to wipe any emotion off my face. And I remember in one puppy mill, one dachshund looked at me the way dog 647 looked at Mia. This soul to soul help me kind of communication. And I would picture that dog and I just got to chill up my spine. I do every time. And then I would go back to work on the novel.
So let me ask you this. Wow. Dr. Nancy, how did you get to be undercover at a puppy mill first, if you're able to share? Now, remember, my background is I spent 20 years as an improviser. So I love what you did because I learned if your mother tells you she loves you, check it out. So you got to see it firsthand.
I felt like I didn't have credibility if I didn't see it firsthand.
So how did you do it?
I happened to meet a particular person whose name will not be named.
Don't worry, we don't need to divulge.
No. And she goes into puppy mills. I'm not even going to go further than that because I don't want you to figure out.
No, and I respect that, but that's a gutsy, broad move on your part, Dr. Nancy, to say I'm gonna do
I had
this.
to do it. I needed street cred, and I felt like without doing that, I didn't have street cred.
Okay.
And it was painful, Arden. Let me tell you, it was painful. And I would go back out to the van and cry, and then wipe my tears and go to the next.
The look. You're a physician for pets, and you probably wanted to immediately help a pet that was not doing well. So but you had to think of the greater help, right?
Right. I mean, these are animals that spend their entire lives in a cage with wire mesh floors. And they have, in some, automatic feeders, automatic waters. So nobody ever even has to touch the dog. Nobody touches them. Mm-mm.
I like that.
I love helping people.
This is a powerful guest. She is Dr. Nancy Kay, a veterinarian, an author, and a gutsy woman who said, I needed to get some street cred. And she infiltrated a puppy mill. And then, this is horrible, a dog auction. Talk about that.
So dog auctions, and there aren't many in the United States, but on any given day when they sell, they can go through a few hundred dogs. basically, it's a place where puppy millers congregate to trade their wares. They may have 5 older poodles that they don't want anymore, and they might buy 4 or 5 new breeding stock. So it's mostly breeding stock that they're auctioning on. And it's not just one dog at a time. They'll put 5 little chihuahuas up on a table, and there's all kinds of bids. And the person with the winning bid can buy each dog at that price, or they can choose which one they want, and then others fall in behind them. There are also rescue organizations who attend these auctions. And I don't know, Arden, if you're aware of some concerns and issues going on within the rescue community.
I know there's a lot of issues, but I don't know which one you're pointing to. It's only a half-hour show, Dr. Nancy, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, basically, it's hard to see rescue organizations paying top dollar for these dogs. One, because we know how hard it is for them to get that money.
Yes.
And 2, it's perpetuating what the puppy millers are doing. I think other rescue organizations come in, and the dogs that really aren't being bid on, they can buy for pennies, and those might be the dogs that they take.
But they still have to buy them.
They still have to buy them. That's correct.
So let's pivot just a minute, because I'm trying to tease people to get your book, A Dog Named 647. I need you as one author to another. You need this because you've got a powerful message. There is a couple of very important websites that I want you, before we forget, that I want you to mention. Your personal one, and what about the Kids United? I'm not going to say the whole thing. I'll let you do it.
Sure. So my personal website, where there's a lot of information, general information that I think is helpful to readers, and that is Dr. Nancy K. So no doctor, no, it's just drnancyk.com. And the other organization I'm creating, and it's in process, is called Kids United for Animal Welfare.
.org.
.org.
So one of the real powerful, I think, very creative approaches, strategies you're taking is you are writing from the voice of a 12-year-old girl named Mia.
Yes.
In the book, A Dog Named 647. So she's got a pal, Cassie. And can you kind of tee us up how this all starts? I'm not going to give away the finish or anything, but people want to know, because I thought it was a 12-year-old right there. You had me at 12 years old.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Mia's kind of a grumpy girl. Her parents are divorced, and she doesn't understand the divorce. She doesn't do well in school. Her single mom works all the time. There's never enough money. And the worst thing of all is Mia is dog crazy, and her mom is terrified of dogs. So she doesn't have a dog in her house. So that's sort of Mia's character.
I like that. Was that adapted from others, or even a little bit of yourself growing up? I don't know.
Mia's a tomboy. That's true for me. And there's a lot of characteristics in Cassie that are true for me as well.
And who's Cassie?
Cassie is her 12-year-old best friend, who's a little bit of an outcast in the sense that she dresses eccentrically. She colors her hair all different colors. And she's Jewish, and Mia spends a lot of time at her house, and by virtue of eating Sabbath dinners over there, learns a lot about Judaism. And Cassie has 2 dogs whose names are my own 2 dogs.
Go ahead, do a shout out.
Quinn and Nellie.
Good for you. Quinn and Nellie are like, you better put us in this book.
Exactly. So the opening scene is Mia is walking to the river to meet Cassie to go swimming. It's a hot September day. School has just started. And Mia hears some sounds out in the meadow. And it's clear where all the tall grass is. And she can't see what's coming at her, but there's something sweeping through the meadow coming at her. And it scares the bejeebies out of her. And she finds out, oh, it's a dog. And it turns out this is 647. And
how is it? Where? Show.
It's in permanent marker on a little plastic collar that she wears. So it turns out she's a pregnant runaway from a puppy mill.
And what kind of
And
dog is she?
a golden retriever.
Okay.
And she's being followed, tracked by a man with a rope. So the mission for Mia becomes that the man drags the dog away, and Mia just feels helpless and hopeless to do anything about it. But she can't let it go. And so she recruits Cassie, and together they do a lot of Nancy Drew-like
That's
things.
what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. Yes, I read Nancy Drew growing up. Did you?
Absolutely.
You know, Nancy Drew
Absolutely.
up in the heavens are like, you go, Dr. Nancy K. You got me. You
And you know
entertained.
what? Kids are reading Nancy Drew now, too.
Good. Good.
I know. It's timeless. So her goal is to figure out where this dog is. But it becomes a much bigger goal when she realizes that this dog is from a puppy mill.
What has been the feedback? Do you have any 12-year-olds that have been good critiques of your book, A Dog Named 647?
Well, I found 12 middle grade beta readers.
Oh, smart.
And they gave me feedback. They loved the book. And what I'm really jazzed about is that before reading the book, fewer than half of them knew what a puppy mill was. So I feel like this is the right market to write this book for. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You've done a lot in the world for veterinary medicine. I mean, accomplished veterinarian, but what's your take on this book? How has this changed your life?
This book in particular? Well, one, it has me thinking.
Because first of all, it's finally there.
And it's hard to believe because it's been so long in coming. And the book launch was just on September 20th. And I am loving it. The reviews are rolling in, and they're all 5-star reviews, knock on wood so far. Ohio Animal Advocates wrote a beautiful review of the book. And what I loved about it is they completely got the point of the book, that kids are going to love it.
Here is a quote from them. Why read it? For youth, the novel provides both a gripping narrative and an empowering message. You have the ability to speak up for those without a voice.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. How's that for an excerpt? Did I do my homework on you?
You did. And I have always been a person who wants to create change in the world. Mm-hmm. And this is my lane, animal welfare.
Wow. We have just a few minutes. Hey, thank you so much for being on. I really want everyone to go out and get the book, A Dog Named 647. Go to drnancyk.com. And also, please check out Kids United for Animal Welfare.org. Big news on O Behave front. There was a Million podcast group. I don't know. They just posted it on LinkedIn, and they picked the top 100 podcasts. And Humbly O Behave is number three.
Oh,
and so at this time, I also want to do a shout out to my producer, Mark Winter, executive producer of Pet Life Radio, because we've been doing this since 2007 together. And it was a huge honor to be named number 3 best pet podcast on the planet. Please, safety is my big mission. I do veterinary approved pet first aid on different levels. I even teach veterinarians, and I teach people to be instructors. We offer in-person, interactive Zoom, and now self-paced courses. So please check out Pet First Aid for You, because it always features pet safety dog Kona and pet safety cat Casey, which we add a little humor to our classes. And until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh, behave.